In this video, I will be providing you with 4 different floor framing methods to help you figure out which one might work better on your next project. So let's go ahead and start with this one where we have the joist lapping. And since the joist will be lapping, it's going to require extra material. You're going to need longer joist, which usually isn't going to make this the cheapest method. However, it is going to be the second structurally strongest because you're going to get a good connection with the lapping joist. You're going to be able to nail each side of the lap if needed. And in this example where the building is 18 feet wide, you might be required to use 10-foot lumber to make the lap. But again, this is going to depend upon the width and the design of the structure because you usually can't get 9-foot long lumber. However, you might be able to get 18-foot long lumber. And if you get it at the right price, there's a very good chance this could be the strongest and the cheapest method. And if you can't find full-length lumber, then you might need to break it in the center. But again, for this design, we need a 9-foot long board. And it's going to require some type of connector. And the maximum spacing for that connector will be 4 foot on center most of the time. And if you want the building to be a little stronger, then you could always space them 32 inches on center or 16 inches on center, depending upon the joist spacing. And another thing I want to point out would be to avoid, if you possibly can, installing the strap on top, because it will be difficult to nail the floor sheathing over the strap. And the length of lumber might not be that big of a deal. You might be able to use 12-foot lumber and then cut your 9-foot board in a situation like this, or lap the joist. And then use the rest of the lumber, the other 3 feet of lumber, for blocking. So that'll be another thing to consider with this design here. This design will not be the cheapest if you can't figure out a way to make the lumber work. And even though the other 3 are debatable, this one here is probably going to be the most expensive, again, depending upon the width and types of material you're going to be using for the floor joist. Because this design here is going to require 1 hanger for every joist. And this could end up being quite expensive, especially if you're going to end up using larger joists that will require more expensive hangers. And because of the potential floor squeaks from the hangers, and I'm not that impressed with the lateral connection between the joist, I would avoid using this method if I could. And thanks for watching. To learn more about home building and repairs, visit us at our website. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. See you next time.